Have you ever visited Brooklyn Heights and you thought to yourself, this just feels so much different than the rest of New York City? You're right, you're not imagining it. Brooklyn Heights is so much different than the rest of New York City. My name is Chris Jordan. I'm a luxury real estate agent here in New York City. And in this video, I'm breaking down why Brooklyn Heights feel much different than the rest of New York City, why buyers pay a premium to live here, and why once you really understand it, it's really hard to create. Let's get into it. The first thing we got to talk about in regards to Brooklyn Heights is Brooklyn Heights was built for living, not chaos. So what does that mean? Brooklyn Heights was one of the first commuter suburbs in America. A lot of people that worked in New York City was looking for a place where they can come and live and slow down from the pace of Manhattan. And that's where Brooklyn Heights came into play. A lot of residents that lived in Brooklyn Heights at the time would take the ferry right into Manhattan. When you step in Brooklyn Heights, the first thing you'll notice is just cohesive, it's timeless, it's elegant. You have running paths, you have outdoor space, you have skyline views, waterfront. Brooklyn Heights have everything for a family, plenty of parks, so it still gives that feel and it still gives the character that it was made for. Me personally, I always like to compare Brooklyn Heights to a less vibrant West Village. So if you're into that character, nostalgia feel, while not so much foot traffic, I think Brooklyn Heights really gives you that. Moving along, Brooklyn Heights also has an architecture that you just can't recreate, right? And I think one of the things that make Brooklyn Heights special is its housing stock. Brooklyn Heights is one of the neighborhoods in New York City that have pre-war co-op, rows of townhouses, landmark streets that's been preserved for generations, and they have new developments, while also still feeling cohesive, timeless, and elegant. And I think anytime you find a neighborhood in New York City with all four of those, it creates a demand that's always going to outlast the supply. And not only do Brooklyn Heights have architecture you can't recreate, but they have outdoor space. And one of the stars of the neighborhood is the promenade. I think the promenade changes everything for Brooklyn Heights, right? You have waterfront air, skyline views, walk paths, places to run, and it's one of the most iconic places, outdoor spaces in New York City. And I think it's real hard to even compare another outdoor space to the promenade, right? You do have outdoor spaces in New York City, but one thing about the promenade is it does a great job of representing the neighborhood. So not only can you sit on the promenade, see the waterfront, see the beautiful views, but you also can bring a book because it's not very loud, it's not a lot of foot traffic, it's still a place you can come and slow down, and I think it really adds to the lifestyle value of the neighborhood. And everybody I know that lives in Brooklyn Heights, they always speak high of the promenade and how much value it offers, especially on a beautiful day like this. I don't know if you guys from New York City, but it's our first beautiful day. It's been freezing. Last week it was okay, but it's been freezing. But a day like this is a day you get to enjoy the promenade. And I'm not a Brooklyn Heights resident, but I'm gonna enjoy the promenade today. Now, let's move on to the buyer profile of Brooklyn Heights, right? Who Brooklyn Heights is for. I think the buyer profile not only has stayed the same in regards to somebody that loves what New York City has to offer, the amenities, the attractions, but they also want to go somewhere where they can slow down, right? I think a unique thing about Brooklyn Heights is its convenience. As I spoke about earlier, you have a 5-minute ferry to downtown Manhattan, a financial district. You have the Brooklyn Bridge walking ways away. You have Dumbo right there. Give me a moment. You have Cobble Hill. You have downtown Brooklyn, Park Slope. So there's really nowhere you can't get to in a timely manner from Brooklyn Heights. And I think that's something that the residents really, really value. And that's why people pay a premium to live here, right? You get the family feel, you get all different types of architecture, you still get that history, the nostalgia, while getting the new development, just adding another demographic with waterfronts, beautiful views. Brooklyn Heights is one of the most unique neighborhoods in New York City. It's just really hard to find a neighborhood in New York City that offers everything that Brooklyn Heights can offer to its residents. With that being said, my name is Chris Jordan. I'm a luxury real estate agent here in New York City. And if you want to see different units from Brooklyn Heights, I'm going to have 2 videos on the screen. One is in one of my favorite buildings on Furman. Beautiful, beautiful design, large ceilings. And then we're going to have a new development, the Quay Tower with waterfront views. Both those videos should be on the screen so you can see 2 completely different type of units on the screen. I also have a townhouse that's in my Dropbox. I don't know what I'm releasing at, but if you love Brooklyn Heights, subscribe to the channel because I love Brooklyn Heights. Thank you for joining me. If you got this far, I appreciate it. Watch one of the 2 videos on the screen, and I'll see you on the next one.